So, sorry, I had to start over. So, when you looked at them, you noticed that they had a certain look. What were you saying?
Yeah, like they're like I don't know what word I should say. Like it's kind of like lifeless or like
Like they look like their eyes are like they're there, but their eyes look kind of dullish or like deadish.
no. It seemed like they're like they're there, but it seemed like they had no mind or something. Like all they could think of is walk, and if you see someone not infected, just run at them.
Okay. So they had no personality. They weren't thinking about life. They're just
Yeah.
walking. And if they saw a normal person, then they'll go after that normal person.
And then after you're finished catching those people, I'm pretty sure they'll just go back to walking.
Yeah. So you said you were pretending to be like one of them, and you pretended,
And it worked.
and it worked. And you did so by walking slowly. I mean,
Yeah.
okay, slower than them.
Slower than normal people. And I started to like act like them. Like I don't know how to explain it, but in other dreams I'm very good at acting like a zombie. And they think that I'm actually a zombie.
Yeah. And so, didn't you tell me that one time they thought you were one, and they told you their plans?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they told me their plans of what they're gonna do, but then I ruined it.
Yeah. So what happened in that dream?
A zombie apocalypse happened in that dream. Wait, in the other dream I told you a few seconds earlier,
Yeah.
or minutes earlier, there was another place. It was a library, and that's where another part was. Like some other people were infected in the library that I usually visit nowadays.
And then.
And in the dream that I'm about to tell you now, a zombie apocalypse happened, and I hopped on my private jet, and then I went up it very high into the sky. And I'm pretty sure that's the safest place to go. Like the only safest place is to go in the sky or go in bunkers and hide.
What kind of bunkers?
Like maybe underground bunkers, so where they can't sense you or see you or smell you or anything. But the only thing that seems safe is up in the air, like an airplane. But eventually you had to come down soon is because you might run out of gas.
Yeah. So you say underground bunkers were safe because they can't smell you. So why do they have good smell? Like
I'm pretty sure they have good senses also. And I'm pretty sure they have a sense to know if that person's a zombie or not.
But they weren't able to sense that you were pretending. Why?
I don't know. But they somehow, I think they somehow just think that I'm one also.
Okay. Perhaps God allowed that so that.
And, and, I'm very good at pretending that I'm one too. I forgot the other thing I was going to say.
Okay.
And while I went in my private jet, we were flying. I had my own pilot, so I was in the backseat of the airplane looking outside. And it looked like there was farms everywhere, like maybe Bakersfield. It's because I think when you go on an airplane or you drive somewhere, there's lots of farms. And then I figured out that one of the people who were in my airplane suddenly got infected for no reason. Like, I think they got infected because it was in the air or something. I don't know how. But they somehow got infected in the plane. And then the pilot went to a random airplane stop or airport.
Yeah.
Like a private airport. I think another one that I owned.
Yeah.
And then we hurried up somewhere. And then I pretended to be one. And then someone noticed me and they started to run away. Because they thought I was infected.
Yeah.
And then some infected people came, and then they saw that I was infected with quotes.
Yeah.
So they told me their plans
Yeah.
about getting some people
Yeah.
in the air vent. Like they crawled in the air vent,
Yeah.
and then they whispered their plans, and then we crawled somewhere. I don't know what happened, but I think we got the non-infected people surrounded.
Mm-hmm.
And then like they're on a skinny little wooden board or something on top of a building or something, and then the zombie tried to go and push them off or touch them so they could be infected, but then I pushed the zombie off, and then the zombie grabbed onto the board, and then all the uninfected people fell off too.
Oh, they fell off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I think I woke up before they fell and hit the ground.
Oh, okay.
But there's no zombies in the ground. I think that was the only zombie I saw.
Okay. Okay, so so they infect people by touching them.
Yeah. And mostly in my dreams, like about all of my dreams, it's by touch.
It's by touch.
Yeah.
Okay. And all of your dreams is by touch. Okay. And did you ask God to show you where it came from? Did it come from like how did it happen all of a sudden?
I think
Wait, hold on. Okay, so getting back to the story, the dream, how did it happen? Did God show you? Did an angel show you or give you?
no, it just appeared out of nowhere like it was in the air.
It was in the air.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. It's because someone in my private jet suddenly got infected, like they breathed it in the air.
Oh, okay.
And some random people get infected out of nowhere, maybe just breathing it in or something. So I'm pretty sure it's by the air.
It's in the air.
I'm pretty sure that's how it started.
Okay. Okay. What about food that people eat? Did it come from that? Or
No.
It came from the air in your dream.
Yeah, and the people, except for one person in one of the dreams, all of them looked green. Except for one person. That person looked human. But then when they said a smirk, when they had a smirk on their face, I knew that they were a zombie. So I ran out of there. And all the people had green when they're infected. I don't know why, instead of any other color.
So they had green skin.
Yeah, like green skin, green clothes, green everything. And when they're not infected, the clothes and skin is normal.
Is it because so their clothes was green, you said? Do you think it's because God was showing you that, okay, this person's infected?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, just to let you know. And were they all, like, what kind of green were they?
Like, if they had dark clothes, it's dark green. If they're light skin, it's light green, like limeish green.
You mean dark skin, not dark clothes?
Like, even dark clothes, it's dark green.
Okay.
Even dark skin is dark green also. It depends on how light or dark the skin tone is, or how light or dark the color of the clothes is. And if it's stripy, like black, white, it would be dark green, light green, dark green, light green.
Kind of like, you know how octopuses, they camouflage themselves?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's like that. I don't know what that means, though. Okay. So the one that didn't turn green, he was a zombie, but he looked like a person?
Yeah, he looked like a normal person.
Is it because he just got it and he didn't turn yet, or he was just a normal person?
I'm pretty sure he was a zombie, but he somehow didn't have the color of it. Like, he did not suddenly begin to have it.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure he had it for, I think a few minutes or hours. I don't know.
Okay.
But I just bumped into him, and then after he gave me that smile or smirk, I suddenly knew that he was a zombie.
Yeah. So what happened after you bumped into him?
He looked at me, and then he gave me a smirk, and then I ran away, and he tried to catch me, but he went somewhere else.
Okay. So you were able to run away from him?
Yeah.
Are some zombies slow, or are they all fast?
Some of them are slow and some of them are fast. But you don't know which ones are slow and which ones are fast like you can't tell any difference from them. All I know of is all of them are green. That's all. You can't tell the difference if they're slow or fast. So you can't just take any chances. You just gotta run.
Okay. And were there any people with weapons?
I think in one of my dreams, I think we were crowded in a little room and there's zombies outside. All of them are green. Obviously, it's because most of my dreams have them green.
Yeah.
And then they were banging on the door outside, and then they broke in, and then they started walking slowly towards us. And then I think some people had weapons, and they held them back by, I think, shooting some of them. I'm pretty sure. And the kids in that room, I think they suddenly had suction powers or something, because they started to climb on the walls and scooch upward.
Yeah.
And I realized that all the zombies are tall.
They're tall.
Like, they're tall, like they almost touch the ceiling. Like, I'm pretty sure, in some of my dreams they're short, but in some of my dreams they're tall, like stretched out. Like, if they get the virus, they might suddenly stretch out
Okay.
and be tall or something.
Yeah.
Or they're tall before and then they get the virus.
Okay. So the weapons, did shooting them slow them down? Or
It slowed them down, and hitting them with chairs in the room also slowed them down. And all I remember from that dream was, I'm pretty sure zombie apocalypse happened, and it was so serious.
Yeah.
Like, it was so serious that the background was like a war just broken out, and then fire was everywhere, and buildings were cracked, and the ground was dry, and the sky was filled with smoke so much it was brown, and the sun could barely shine through the smoke.
Yeah.
And then I went into a tiny room with all the other survivors in there, and all of them were packed with weapons, or they had chairs in their room, and then the zombies are trying to break in, like they're banging each other's bodies in, like they banged their backs in the door, and then when they finally broke through, the protectors, which were the parents, they got their weapons and then they shot some of them, but it didn't slow most of them down. So the kids threw some chairs at them, and they blocked the door with the chairs and held them back a little bit. And then I woke up.
So didn't anyone say Jesus? What about like angels? Were there anyone praying?
I don't think so.
No one was praying?
I didn't see anyone.
Okay. Was there any dream where people were praying and the angels were protecting people?
Let me think. Because I had multiple dreams about zombies.
Yeah.
But all I know of was that I was immune of the virus. Like, I was the only one that was.
Yeah.
Like, I was invincible of the virus. Like, it couldn't touch me.
Yeah.
But I don't know if all the other people.
Yeah. So
I think some helpers in my dream, like the people who guide me, for example, or help me, I'm pretty sure they didn't get infected.
Yeah. So is it that the people who got infected, that they were not protected by God? Like they didn't have the Holy Spirit, meaning they didn't ask Jesus to be their Lord? Or did it get just anybody? Or do you know if the rapture happened already? Do you know?
I didn't see anyone disappear or anything in most of my dreams.
Yeah.
But like, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if the rapture happened yet.
Okay.
Because no one told me, and I didn't like somehow knew it already happened so far. But most of my dreams, I'm pretty sure when it has a certain sunset or a certain sky color, it's like the rapture already happened, and people are already out of the planet, like most of them, and then all that stuff happens.
Oh, okay. So God evacuates the
like
believers.
One time, this is out of the topic of the zombie dreams, but me and some other people, they were the only survivors in that dream.
Yeah.
Like something happened and everyone else was being controlled. And we were the only people who escaped and stuff.
Yeah.
And then we were looking at a sunset. And then it immediately became dark, and then someone shot a firework at us. Like they shot a firework into the sky or something, and then it exploded. And it was the color red or pink, and then something went down, and it was about this size.
Like the size of how big is
like
that?
the size of a small volleyball.
Okay, like the size of a small volleyball.
Even its width and its height, but it's kind of like pointed in the edges.
It was pointed on the edges.
Or something, like a football, for
Like
example.
a rugby? I wonder if rugby... I haven't seen rugby balls.
And it went on the ground, and then as soon as it landed, I suddenly knew what was about to happen, so we ran. And when it landed,
Yeah.
I suddenly knew it was a gas bomb.
Oh, okay.
And that gas bomb, that type of gas was nuclear gas, and that gas controlled people.
Okay.
And they had it in schools, they had it in works, they had it in jobs, they had it everywhere. And if someone sees you, then that means they report to the government or something, and then they give you one of those, and then you be controlled too. Like if they say to walk 100 miles, you can't help but you have to do it.
Yeah.
But you have to carry this big tank of nuclear gas with you,
Yeah.
and you have a certain mask on.
Yeah. To breathe it in?
Yeah. Like a certain mask on. I don't know how to describe it though, but all I know is like there's eye holes, and there's holes right here nearby your mouth, and I'm pretty sure there's holes right here nearby your forehead or something.
By your forehead?
And it's the color white.
The mask or the gas?
The mask, the gas is the color green. Like olive green.
Okay.
Like this.
Okay, like an olive greenish color. Okay. Okay, and so when people breathe it in, it controls them?
Yeah, immediately.
And so that was, you said that was after the rapture, where you guys were the only survivors, you said?
Yeah.
And you didn't know what happened, but you knew that the sky was different.
Yeah.
The sky, how did the sky look different? The sun look different?
It looks bigger.
The sun looks bigger?
Yeah. Like, and the sunset was black and red. Like, dark, black, and then dark red on top of it, and then dark yellow, and then dark orange. Like, there's a certain type of color to the sunset.
Okay. So the sunset looked a certain way.
Yeah.
And so in this one, the rapture happened, and they would shoot some kind of...
like some type of firework with that gas bomb attached to it, and then they shoot it up into the sky. Like, I'm pretty sure they had to learn angles, and then it explodes here.
Yeah.
And then that gas bomb lands where you're at, and then it explodes there, and then you get control.
Oh, I've never heard of anything like that. So I'm going to have to research, but I'm pretty sure they have it. Some kind of gas to control people. That's very interesting. Thank you for sharing. And was this during the zombies, or is this a different...
A different topic?
A different topic. Okay. Were there any zombies in that dream?
No. But the people are like zombies. Like, they're controlled like some zombies, and they're acting like zombies, but they weren't zombies.
Okay. So they weren't zombies yet. Is that what you're saying?
They weren't zombies at all.
At all. Okay.
The reason why they're acting like zombies is because the mask controlled them.
The mask controlled them. Okay.
Like, the mask that they're wearing had there's a nuclear tank behind them or in front of them filled with nuclear gas in it, and it goes through some tubes and into the mask so you can breathe it in, and that gas controls you.
And it was everywhere, like schools and...
Yeah, and if you don't have one, then that means they force you to get it.
Do you think it has something to do with kind of like, you know how with Remember when we had to wear a mask a while ago? Everyone had to wear it.
No, it
It's
was
something
different.
different. Okay. And there were no zombies in this dream. Yeah.
Yeah, but the people with the masks with the gas tanks were acting like zombies.
So do you think this dream happened before the zombies came? Or was it just a separate dream?
It was separate dream.
Okay. Wow, very interesting. Any angels to tell you what was happening? Like, did anyone in the dream say, this is such and such, or give you a note or anything?
No, but somehow I knew, and there was a helper with me, so they were able to help me pick out the skies or blend in, so no one could affect me or anything.
Okay.
Like
So-
I had a helper with me,
Yeah.
and usually helpers they usually help me go to safe places.
Yeah.
They lead me to safe places, or they usually help me, like they say to do this, like for example you're building a building, they say you to put cement on the bricks and then put them on the floor as a brick floor, like brick floor.
They
And they
teach
taught
you
me
how to-
instructions how to fish and how to plant trees and stuff.
Wow.
That's my helper.
Yeah, that's an angel.
And the helper sometimes helps me carry stuff in the dreams.
Yeah.
And they're usually Asian, or they're usually Caucasian.
Wow.
And they usually have dark hair. They don't have any red hair or anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. Wow, thank you for sharing, Selah. Anything else?
No.
Okay. Thank you so much for sharing. Bye. Okay, so I forgot to ask about a location. What are the locations?
For all the dreams.
As many as you can think about.
With the zombie dreams, it's nearby Bakersfield. And according to the dream maps that I have in my head, like according to how I travel and see stuff and memorize it.
Yeah.
That's according to that. And with the gas mask dream, we ran to the mountains in the dream. Like everything was located nearby the mountains.
Do you know?
Or we teleported there somehow.
Yeah. Do you know which mountain?
No.
No. Okay.
But all I know of is like there's a flat cliff. And I'm pretty sure there was an ocean nearby. I don't know. Or maybe a huge grassland. And that's where we saw the sunset.
Yeah. So.
And that's where you might usually see the star belt because there's no cities there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I know the sun sets in the
Because
west.
when the sun set it, and we were pointing towards the sunset,
Yeah.
like we ran, this way, like we ran right, and then we turned left towards the cliff, and then we saw the sunset. So, and then after the sunset ended, I saw lots of stars when I looked up, and then I saw fireworks, and that's
Oh, they
gas
sprayed the
bomb.
gas bomb up there.
Not sprayed, but they shot the gas bomb, and then it landed towards us like they knew we were there. But it, somehow I think it was a dud or something, because it didn't explode.
Yeah. God. God is blocking it. Okay.
I think that's all I remember. Oh, and the gas mask dream, all the schools and all the grasslands and all the stuff that was covered with the gas were gray.
So.
The school was gray and white. The people, I wasn't really paying attention, but I think they were gray. The grass was gray too. But when we escaped from that town, the grass was green and it was colorful everywhere. Like the sunset was colorful and stuff.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And is that all for the locations? Bakersfield and a mountain area somewhere? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Oh, I think I seen a video on YouTube. Like somewhere nearby that location, but except that place was snowy.
Oh, it was snowy?
Like the mountain was covered with snow.
So it looked kind of like a video you saw on YouTube,
Yeah,
but the mountain had snow in it?
yeah.
Do you think that there's snow in the mountain you saw in your dream and it
No.
melted
I
like
don't think
during
there.
different seasons?
I'm pretty sure it was a different season, like spring. And in the video, that person tried to do a backflip or a front flip, and then they almost lipped off.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know where it's at because then I can probably.
Or they tried to, I think another video had the same person, or a different person on the same mountain, and they tried to do some tricks with a skateboard or something. And it was snowy there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.